once again, I welcome every one of you on the progress we have made so far, especially on the issue of defense. Biafra defense has been very, very strong. We're getting stronger by the day. The Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra resistance fighters has done tremendously very well, and I will invite the Minister of Defense to also have a 2-minute briefing the cabinet. Thank you. Defense, you mute yourself. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, PM. So, Biafrans, so I agree to all the cabinet members present. Just like the PM just said, the defense of Biafra land is very strong. Our men are very motivated. They know that what they're doing is that they're fighting for their freedom as well. So we are fighting for freedom. So our people are doing very well, and we're supporting them. So that's very, very important. I thank all the federal government administrators, how they are also lending hands to support our men on ground by providing some needed, supplies when there's need for that. So that's why I don't want to go really deep into it, because we're making our men, like our Dragon Fighter Marines and our Black Marines, in the peninsula, they're doing very well. We have some incidents, but we're still controlling the Abana. This regional headquarters in Abana, we're still controlling it partially. But we're fighting there, we're defending the area as well. And also all departments, all the command fronts and the Biafra land in the mainland, we're doing very well. No, we have some challenges in Imo State, of course, but it's nothing that we cannot handle. So our men, our gallant men are doing everything, and they're winning. So we are winning. Biafrans are winning. So just to keep it there, all we need is support, more financial support, for the material that they need. So but with what we have so far, we're doing very well and managing all the resources that we have. Thank you, PM. Let's leave it there.
Thank you very much, Defense Minister, for that update. And of course, we have had a development a few days ago with our alliance with the Ambazonia leader, the president of Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, which the news came that he was arrested in Norway. And of course, on that regard, we have been able to establish contact with the Ambazonia, Governing Council to know exactly what is happening and what is going on. And of course, at this point, the information is still very limited, information we are getting, but it is one of the things that everybody should understand, that it is normal in a struggle like this. You have ups and downs, and you stay very resilient and continue to push, and at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. So I will invite the Director General of the Foreign Affairs Department or Ministry of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Homeland, Professor Joy Irobi, to give us a brief of what we have gathered so far between the Ambazonians Alliance. Professor Joy Irobi, over to you. Have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, dear friends. So to go straight, I had a meeting with the Ambazonia team, and it was not, they were a little bit unsure, and of course it's very understandable. A lot of things are ongoing, but it's kind of kept quiet. So what is important is that they wanted us Biafrans to speak strongly and condemn what is ongoing. And that's what we're also doing, using the social media to really speak strongly against what is ongoing, and also basically looking at the relationship between the Cameroon BIA with Switzerland and the tight relationship between Switzerland and Norway, it's all political pressure. So basically, everything is under control. So we are very close and at standby, waiting for the Ambazonia team to give us some update on what they want us to do. But it's very good that the whole of Biafrans are basically standing strong and really condemning what is ongoing. So it's I believe that this is an opportunity for Dr. Cho to actually showcase why it's very important for Ambazonians to be free. So it might look very terrible or very difficult, but without this challenge, we're not going to be free. So we see it actually as a positive thing, and this is going to end well. I want to stop here now. Thank you, PM.
Thank you very much, the Director of Foreign Affairs, the Biafra Republic of Indonesia, Professor Robi, and of course on the update from the last court appearance of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. We expected that what transpired in the last court should have happened a long time ago, for the judge to step down because she can't convict Nnamdi Kanu. And of course, with what we actually foresaw, we encouraged the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra to make sure that he was not tried in the last court, and that actually what happened. So if you have listened to many analyses, they have said that he was kind of making a lot of he took the show by himself in the court and didn't allow the lawyers to continue, because it is not proper that you can't try a crime on top of a crime. So he actually took advantage of that, and that led to the judge from resigning from the case, which is what she should have done a very, very long time ago. And so we are expecting that there's going to be a change in this whole process. But remember that we are not expecting him to get justice in Nigeria court. That is impossible, and that's what we have been stressing from the one. Nnamdi Kanu can never get justice. You don't expect government. There's a terrorist government that went as far as going to another country to kidnap somebody and to come and give that person a justice. It's not possible. So every reasonable person should know this. And I'm very, very happy that Nnamdi Kanu understands this very well, and the message gets to him very, very well. Today we are also getting information that...
All right. Welcome back, my people. You don't watch that video. I know that definitely need to rapt attention to what that man was saying. Aswakwa mkwuwe maka na ya bụ uche onye adịghị njọ. Ụfọdụ ajụbago m ajụjụ na-asị m kedu ife nji asụsụ Igbo. Nwa na-asị that onye na-amụla ebe mmiri bidoro ma bịa na ya bụ onye amamụkọ na ebe ya bụ mmiri nọ wee kwụsị. Ọ bụrụ m ya ndị na Igbo people, even what is happening to them today is when they lost their tradition. I'm not talking about Ibera or something like that. Tradition and the Igbo people's way of life. I'm talking about Igbo's way of life. It's not even about what they worship. That's a religion. But when we talk about tradition, it's the people's ways of life. That's when you see things like the way these people live their life, the way they train their children. Ndi Igbo has 100% in training children. It is only in Ndi Igbo that you give birth, another person will send your child for an errand, zie nwa gozi or majenya. Maka na Ndi Igbo kwere sige n'ofu onye ada azụ nwa. But at the time, Igbo people started losing some of these treasures. They never knew that these were treasures handed down to them by their ancestors, Even though the Igbo tradition were not recorded, but there is what we call informal education. ife site n'aka mee gịnị felụ n'aka omenala ndị Igbo si n'aka ndị felụ n'aka ndị Igbo ji atụ sị na nwa ewu rudata na omee gịnị ọnwa ala. That's how Igbo people hand over their tradition, their thoughts to their children, even their belief. It is not written in any paper, but any child that is around, they use that child as a tool. Even everybody in this family, they must learn. But you know that in this present generation, a lot of things have started changing, The Igbo have lost interest in their culture, even in their language. I think this thing started around the early 90s or the late 90s when English, some private schools started coming in Igbo, bringing their ways of teaching. You see some private schools speaking English. They say somebody's child is in one private school like that. They are speaking English. From there, I was in school then. That was the late 90s. We started hearing something like no vernacular in the class. That was when the Igbo people lost it. When we started hearing things like no vernacular in the class. And that was when we lost it as in the Igbo. People like Chidon Achebeden that went to school, I think in the 70s and the 60s, there were a mix of Igbo and English language. As only Igbo gana asuzi Igbo na asuzi Igbo. But we lost it at that particular point when our educational system started pressurizing the children on speaking English. And we never know that it was a tactic to divide in the Igbo. But go to the Yorubans, they speak their language. Go to the Hausas, they speak their language. Even the Tiv, the Efiks, they maintain their culture. It was only in the Igbo who drifted because they were enticed with the Western life. Once people started bringing in things like British University, American University, all those things, we had our culture. That's when you now go to a school, you find out that they don't even flog children there. Even the Bible tells you, it says, spare the rod and spoil the child. But all those things, we did not even know about. Our ancestors did not know about it. They never read this somewhere. But it was their lifestyle, their tradition of that Ofonya da Zonwa. That is to say, if you see my child doing something, why I'm not there, try and caution him. If it calls for flogging, do it immediately. That was how the Igbo were training their children. I remember those days of being everybody's child, going for everybody, every single person. I remember. And your parents will not restrict you from doing that because that's the tradition of Ndi Igbo. When I say Kenemono, yeah.